It's not just Jacksonville Beach that is open. It is all of the beaches that line the coast here in Duval County. And so I have three mayors here from these beach cities. Thank you to all three of you for being with me today. I know you've got a busy weekend ahead of you. You're gearing up for this holiday. So let's start with why we have all three of you here today. How did this team come together?
Well, we have a philosophy that we're three cities but one community, and here on the beach itself there are a couple of invisible borders, one between Jacksonville Beach and Neptune Beach, the other between Neptune Beach and Atlantic Beach. So we try to communicate openly and work together when we make decisions so that all the beaches will be basically residents and visitors can transition easily from beach to beach.
Because if I walk just a few yards, I might leave one beach, Jacksonville Beach, and find my way to Neptune Beach or Atlantic Beach. Explain that geography a little bit to me.
Well, the really interesting thing, and it is that if Mayor Latham were to close his beach, everybody would go to my beach, and vice versa. You know, it would be that crossover. Working together for the public safety and listening to the data, we feel very strongly that working together is going to be the maximum amount of public safety.
And altogether, you have decided to keep your beaches open. We've seen some grim milestones here in Florida, breaking 10,000 cases yesterday. Duval County has hit some records as well this week. Why keep the beaches open as these case numbers are rising instead of just telling people to celebrate at home with their families?
So I'd just like to say that we've been through many challenges with our beaches before. We closed them before for about 6 weeks and did not really get any data to suggest that this was a vector for transmission. Obviously, things have changed. We're seeing a spike. But hospitalizations and deaths in our area have remained relatively flat. So we're just trying to tell people, stay safe, you know what to do, and we're asking for people's cooperation. And we'll be ready to respond if we can't handle it with our resources.
But as case numbers are going up, those hospitalization numbers and numbers of deaths could change. Why not follow the lead of what's happening in South Florida, where most of the beaches there are closed?
Go ahead.
We can always do that. The point is closing a beach doesn't take a long time. We could probably do it in 30 minutes. What's important is that we're giving our residents an opportunity to accept responsibility for their own health and safety and the safety of their family, be conscientious of the physical separation requirements on the beach. We've got police officers there that'll go out and inform, train them, warn them before they take any action. But if it got out of hand for any reason, we could shut it down very quickly. The other thing to remember is that we've got hundreds of family-owned businesses that have been decimated by this horrible pandemic. This gives them an opportunity to enjoy one of the more beneficial days of the year for sales. So our businesses are important too.
And Mayor Latham, I believe you said that social distancing realistically is pretty difficult to enforce. How are you planning to enforce social distancing, and is that practical for a city like this?
Well, I think that primarily the amount of time that we stay open is going to be correlated directly with the response from the citizens and visitors. As long as people, they know that we need to keep the social distancing, and as long as they do it, we're going to be okay. If not, we'll deal with problems as they develop. If we have to, we can shut things down.
And we're all wearing masks right now. How important is the mask mandate that was put in place this week? How much is that going to help protect people here? I'm sorry, you had something to say?
Yes, I'd like to respond that, you know, when this gets personal to people, they're going to take it more seriously. And having a mask mandate, having our numbers spike, we expect our residents to understand what they need to do and to accept that personal responsibility. We do have mechanisms to enforce the mandates, and we've done other measured things like bars are closed, hours are restricted for serving alcohol. So we're trying to do this in a measured way because it's a tense time in our country, and we need people to work together and cooperate.
What are some of those enforcement mechanisms that you mentioned, both for masks and for social distancing?
Well, it hasn't really been discussed too much by Mayor Curry's office in the city of Jacksonville, but a violation of an order can be enforced through a Florida statute. And then if somebody gets out of hand and they trespass, if a business asks somebody to leave and they don't, we can use other violations to enforce that.
Now, of course, you're going to see a lot of tourists, a lot of visitors to your area, but you also have your residents to think about and the employees of some of the businesses that tourists will be visiting this weekend. What are you doing to assure your residents that you're going to do the best you can to keep them safe this weekend?
I want to go back to something that you said earlier. We're not asking people to come to the beach. If I had my little wish list or my magic wand, I would say stay home. But if you are coming to the beach with your family, then we expect you to act the way that these people are here and now. And our police and our lifeguards are giving us minute-to-minute information as we need it if something were to get out of hand. And as every one of us has heard from doctors, being out in the open air, being out in the sunshine, doing your walk, your jog, sitting here reading a book for a while, these are good things. But stay home if you feel threatened. Stay home if you feel as though you're going to be in a crowd of people that you can't manage. You know, I would say right now it's up to individuals. If they feel unsafe, stay home. That's the best thing you can do.
So I'd just like to add to that, the concern that we have because the demographic has shifted. It's now the virus has gone after people who are younger and who are more likely to recover. So we all have concerns about people like that exposing our vulnerable population. And so I will echo what Mayor Brown just said, particularly people who are vulnerable, who have underlying medical conditions. We don't want you to come to the beach. You need to stay home, work in your garden, clean out your closet, and come back another day.
Pick up some of those other hobbies for this weekend. Mayor Latham, I will give you the last word here because we are standing on your beach right now. What is your message to the people here today and to the residents of your city?
Well, we're going to just once again plead to the visitors of the beach to act responsibly, maintain social distancing. If you come down to the beach and you find out it's a little bit too crowded, turn around and go home. Don't try and push the issue. There will be another 4th of July with fireworks next year. This year, we just got to work together. The government can't solve this alone. We all have to do it together.
Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Why don't you subscribe? It's really easy. Just click on that button down there. And for more news from MSNBC, click on any of these videos here for the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more videos from MSNBC with our newsletters. Head over to msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up.